Welcome to PlanB on YouTube. So Bitcoin closed October at $109,000, and that's the 6th month in a row that it's above 100K. So we really see this 100K that used to be resistance turn into support. A really bullish sign. Now, from high to low, this is the stock to flow at 500K. This is Bitcoin at 109K. And this is the realized price at 56, moving average at 55K. So what's next? In fact, there's a lot of people that are very bearish, and the thinking is like this. Okay, this was the halving, and we're now 1.5 years after the halving. And historically, on a year to 1.5 years after the halving, here's another halving, 1.5 years after that halving, that was historically the top, also in 2013. So 1 year, 1.5 years, there's the top. We're now at 1.5 years. So we've seen the top. $126,000 was the peak, and next year, 2026, will be a bear year. In a bear year, Bitcoin will crash to approximately the moving average realized price levels of 50K. That's the bear view. The bulls are looking at it like this. They see no FOMO, no realized price or no RSI of 80 plus, the red. They don't see that. And so they think the real bull has yet to start. And well, if history is any measure, then we could see at least a 2x from here. Now, my view is, as you know, more bullish than bearish, but I'll break it up into pieces. So again, stock to flow is the fundamental value. Moving average and realized price, those two lines, are the technical view, the floor. And the color RSI, the color overlay, is the sentiment, the market sentiment. So let's see them one by one. Stock to flow. It's based on scarcity. It goes something like, well, Bitcoin is scarcer than gold at the moment, if you measure it by the stock to flow ratio. So the MCAP, the value of the total market of Bitcoin, should be higher than the MCAP of gold. That's if you really dump it down, the stock to flow argument. And it's very rough, so it's best to use a range, which is, by the way, true for every prediction, because there is, of course, uncertainty, and the uncertainty with a stock to flow model is very high. So the average range, the average should be in the range 250,000 to 1 million, and then it would be in line with historical a path and trajectory of Bitcoin. Now, on average, says nothing about the tops. So how high the top will be, when the top will be. It also says nothing about the bottoms, how low they will be or when they will be. Stock to flow only says something about the average. So it's very fundamental view. It's the value. It's what it should be worth. Ceteris paribus, so with all the other factors that impact the price being equal, that's the target, if you will. Now, moving average and realized price, that's the technical view. Now, moving average, that's the black line, is 55K, and realized price, the gray line, based on on-chain data, by the way, is 56K. And, well, that's an indication of a bear market bottom, just like 2022 here, 2019, and the bear market bottom in 2015. Also note that the gray line is slightly above the moving average, the black line, second month above the moving average. So and also the realized price is diverging further from the moving average. So it's even further than a month ago. Very slightly, you barely see it, but this diverging of the gray line, the realized price, from the moving average is a sign of a bull market. It has happened in every bull market. So in my opinion, we could very well see a further diverging of the gray line from the black line, just like earlier bull markets in 2021, 17, and 13. Now, RSI is the sentiment, the market sentiment. RSI is the color overlay over the price of Bitcoin. And at the moment it's 66, so it's a solid uptrend. It's not overbought, red. There's no FOMO. And, well, every bull market in 21, in 17, in 13 did see RSI 80 plus, so red. And every bear market saw blue, RSI lower than 50. Blue, blue, blue. So, yeah, well, the thing is, sentiment, human behavior doesn't really change, does it? It's a bull market, then a bear market, a bull market, a bear market, a bull market. So they alternate, and right now we're sort of waiting for a bull market yet to come, and well, that's in fact what I'm looking for. And also, it's very hard to imagine a bear market, blue, without some FOMO, some crazy bull market. You know, these are the people that bought here, that are liquidated here. So without these really high, crazy prices, we don't have a really deep bear market. And we're going to see this sort of steady uptrend like we're seeing right now. So in conclusion, I'm bullish. I expect at least 2x from the current 109K. And that puts Bitcoin well in the range of 250K, 1 million of stock to flow model. That's what I'm expecting. And when will I be worried? I get that question a lot. I get worried if the RSI dips towards 55 or even lower, right? And then, well, lower is the bull market or the bear market bottom. But if we really dip below the 60 towards 55, that's bad. Also, if the realized price starts converging towards the moving average instead of diverging from it, like it's doing right now, so it's converging, that's also bad. That's like here, right? That's the end of and here they start converging again, those two lines. That would be, yeah, a bear market. So, as always, all models are wrong, but some are useful. Do your own research and see you next time.